Hello there. Trying to figure out what new videos to make. I don't know. I'm new to this whole YouTube gig. I'm not very good at talking in a camera. I don't really know what to say. I got my own quirks. Anyways, even just to make a decision on what to make a video about is something hard for me. Man, a few words, if anybody really knows me. Yeah, I'm just a dumb hillbilly that likes to shoot and gets into other crazy stuff, but I digress. I'm still looking for ideas. Anybody got anything you want me to review that I have, or something I can get? I'll try it. I mean, I'm trying to spread the word on everything else. I've got a few buddies that actually do long range shooting, and I've talked to him. We might get into some reloading. I mean, I reload quite a bit, but he reloads. There's a lot more to it. So anyways, I'm just gonna do a shooting belt review. I run this in some of the classes that I do. Tell you the truth, I run it probably half the time when I do classes. A lot of times I'll just throw mags in my back pocket and go. Because tell you the truth, if it's self-defense or something, I'm not going to wait to put all this belt on. I'm just going to grab a few mags and go. Because if I need more than a few, I have no business being there. I hope nobody ever needs to use a gun for anything. But that's why we do it. You got to prepare yourself. Anyways, get this quick video going. It's kind of late here at night. I've been doing these late at night because my neighbors are loud. So anyways, see what you think. I'll try to add a little more to it. I got my camera or my phone here, seeing if I'm in focus, or I've had some technical difficulties. I am definitely amateur. Got me a new mic. We'll see how this thing works. So anyways, thanks. So here's my range shooting belt. Some people call them war belt. I use it when I go to the range. It keeps everything at hand, especially when you're taking classes such like that. I opted for the Wilder Tactical. It's a minimalist belt with the pad. You can see right there, that is the actual belt. And you get up underneath the pad here. It's got a good amount of sticky. It's almost like a rubber. But then you also have keepers on the inside that you can actually thread your belt through, so it doesn't sag on you or ride low. I'll just go over the quick abridged version of this rig. Got two of the Wilder Tactical pistol magazines. These are universal. You could do double stack, single stack. They seem to work pretty well. I've used the Tacos before, but I just went ahead and got this when I had a chance to get a deal. Moving on to the rifle, I usually run just one, but I put two of the Tacos that I had, the single Taco rifles. These are pretty heavy, so when you're moving, it's kind of hard to, I don't want to say run when you've got this much weight on just this side, because you'll find, I'm a right-handed shooter. I'll be doing my mag changes on my left side, especially with AK mags. They're so heavy when they're full, the steel mags. Now, if you got the aluminum ARs, you shouldn't be too bad off. I could probably run two easy, but I don't plan on having to reload anything. And if I need a second magazine, a lot of times I throw one in my back pocket. So you got your rifles, your pistols. So all my reloads are done on my left side, obviously. Then I go to the, let's see, this is High Speed Gear Taco mags, if anybody wants to know. I can fit AR easily, and AKs. That's why I run these, because the actual Wilder Tactical, when I bought this, they would not hold the AKs. And they're the retentions on a bungee cord, and you see how it's all threaded through here, so you can loosen this up. I've loosened it up just so we can see how tight. I mean, you can get about anything in there. I would say you could probably get a 30 caliber magazine in there because these things come wide. They pull out. So I put my, let's see, this is the HSGI blowout pouch. It's tiny. You don't want a whole lot on your waist. I think I've got too much. Like I said, I'd probably take one of these off, and I could even lose the knife. But this is something you want anywhere you're at, the range, anywhere. I mean, I have a tourniquet on me at all times anyways. So you obviously have the pouch, and then you have the Wilder Tactical tourniquet holder, which I've got one of the newer cat tourniquets in it. Holds it real snug. Once again, on this stuff, it's bungee corded, so you can tighten it down as much as you want. This blowout pouch, I just threw a little bit of stuff in there. Here I have shears on the back side. That way you never know when you need to cut something. I like this pouch here because there's an actual pull loop, and what you will do, it's in the small of my back, so I can actually reach it with both hands. So say I have one hand that's been injured, I can still grab it at each side. So what you'll do, you'll pull this off naturally, and there's a pull tab. You pull that tab when it's on your back, and it will start pulling out everything you have packed in here. So there's one, and you keep pulling, and there's the rest of what I have. And see, this strip here is nothing but tucked in there, and it is your assistance to get everything out. That way you're not sitting there trying to pick it out from behind. So there's that. Israeli bandages. I really like these. I've got a few different types. The original, you can't beat it. You know, get a couple that are older, take them out, practice with them. They will fray out, but you need to know how to run them. I got this baggie here. I was going through it because I'm getting ready to replace some stuff, because, I mean, I've had this stuff in here for a year or two at least. Roll of duct tape. That right there, you can duct tape anything. You make it nice and compact. You have your surgical gloves. Those need replaced. This came in another kit, but it was a biohazard tag. I don't know what the hell I would do with that unless I put it on here if I had something in here. Antiseptic towelettes. Those come out of another kit. Those might be alright. You got your normal triangle bandage. Couple safety pins come in that package. You can use these for quite a few different things. You can sling your arm, you know, headband if you're bleeding. There's a lot of things. When it goes to bandages, you got to improvise quick on your feet. You know, you got to be able to figure out what you're doing, why. And the last thing here, I have some Quick Clot, which is the actual sponge. I'm not sure what date is on this. It's probably time to replace it, but I mean, it probably still works, I would say. Yeah, this is the actual sponge. You're basically going to remove this, place it on the injury, then wrap it. So that's just a basic rundown. Like I said, this is just a blowout kit. This will get you the bleeding stopped. That's basically what this is for. Like I said, you have your tourniquet, and a lot of times in my side pouches on my pants, I've always got an extra tourniquet, which I picked some of these up. They look like knockoffs from the cat. Same kind of tab and everything. It's a little bit cheaper on this one here. This is the original. This is the newest version, Generation 7, I believe. I just bought a couple more of these. These are not cheap, but if you need it, you'll be glad you have it. This here, you could probably get by with it. This is one of the hardened plastics on the Cat, and this here is actually aluminum. The windlass is aluminum, so I've got a couple of these. I'm probably gonna find something to see how far I can tighten it down. Come in 2 packs off Amazon. I can't remember exactly what all of this is being called. The old camera here is not cooperating. So let me move on here before I lose the camera altogether. There's the med part, your tourniquet. I've added a knife on here because you're always going to need a knife. I carry a knife on me normally anyways, which is the Essie Azula. I have this with me all the time. I have beat this thing to hell and it just keeps coming back. Just to have a bigger knife, the SE3, very sharp. As you can see, I hardly ever use it, but she's there if I need it. This could also be taken off if you're having issues with weight. You know, sometimes stuff rattles around. This one here, it's not too bad, so I've just kept it on there for now. And then I love Kydex. That's Bravo Concealment. It's one of their older Glock 19 holsters. If it ain't broke, don't fix it. I know they have some newer ones that are molded instead of formed, but still works. And then I have a cheap carabiner here with the gloves. That way, whenever you take them off, you can just hang them. Those need to be replaced. Had a class at Valley Ridge, and that old AK chews them gloves up pretty quickly. Anyways, that's the quick dirty rundown. The Minimalist belt actually has a mini Cobra buckle here, and it takes down the weight. You know, war belts, whatever you want to call them, you see them all the time. They're 5, 6, 7 inches wide, and I have actually tried a few different things. I could never figure out something that I liked. I am not a small guy, so I knew I worked DOC years ago, and I know I like duty belt feel, and I like keepers because, let's face it, I have no ass anyways, so it's hard to even keep anything up. But if you have the wider ones, they tend to roll in or out, so your equipment's always sagging or out of place. I like this one because the Minimalist belt is actually really stiff, and then the pad is small. It's a small size to where it can't roll, as you can see. And then with the keepers, I can actually thread my belt into it, which I usually use an Aries belt. And if anybody knows that has one, Aries belts are by far the best. Titanium buckles, you're not going to tear it up. They're so stiff that they just plain work. They're worth the $100. So that's a quick rundown of what I run. Like I said, you can set it up anyway. I'm not here for a firefight or anything. This is just, I carry this, and I carry a bandolier and a rifle when I'm traveling. You just got to figure out what works for you and what you want. I'm having a time here with this camera. Anyways, let me know what you think. I'm gonna get some more videos cranking out. This was just an idea from a friend. I've got a lot of gear, trying to thin out a bunch of gear. It's just, stuff accumulates, and I've got a small fortune in gear. I've tried a lot, and I've seen a lot that just does not work. So let me know what you think. Need any more information, or if you need to know where to or what these are called, let me know. And boom, I guess I'm back. All right, appreciate you checking out the video. I've got more revolver, probably get some lever guns out. I love my magnums. Do some videos on that. I'm thinking about some obscure calibers, probably magnums, 357, 41, 44. Do a review on that. I want to do a video on the 41 Magnum because a lot of people have heard of it, but I don't think they really know about it. It's one of those forgotten calibers that Clint Eastwood killed, basically. So, thanks, Clint. Big fan of that. K31 Swiss rifle, 7.5 Swiss, 7.5 by 55. I want to do a video on that. I'm actually learning to reload that. That's a little bit of a tricky rifle with the bullet profile. Sorry, burp right there on camera. Anyways, thanks. Leave a comment. Let me know what you want to see. I can take criticism. If I suck, tell me I suck. I'm good with it. See y'all.